I'm here again with the latest updates from We Share Abundance. We Share Abundance is a cloud nation. We're an emerging nation. We are the United States of the world, and we're on a mission to banish poverty. We should be streaming live on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group, We Share Abundance Publicly. And I'll be heading over to Facebook in the near future because that's where we get most of the comments and we can see the names of the people. But before I go, I know that we have people that wonder what we're about, and we are a nation. We've spent 3 years, we are an emerging nation, we've spent 3 years putting in some really solid foundations because we need to be here for generations, not just a few weeks, not just a few months, not just a few years, but for generations. And now we've built those foundations, we are starting to increase our income, build our economy, strengthen the liquidity of our currency and its value for the benefit of all our members, all our citizens, because all our citizens have the ability to receive free gifts of our currency every month and withdraw a portion of it. We like to build wealth for them, get them into that wealth mindset where you always want to earn more than you're pulling out and spending. And that is the basis of our economy. We have other plans as well that are perhaps more conventional, where people can earn and spend now. But that builds that living paycheck to paycheck psychology. And our main route, our basis, our foundation is in building wealth and building that wealth mentality, bringing hope to people, regardless of their circumstances, for the future, not just for themselves, but for many generations to come. We are happy to welcome people from any country, any color, any class, any creed, any gender, any educational level, any financial status. None of it matters, because we just see people as human beings. We are all part of that big family of humanity linked together. And that's how we see people, just as a human being. You are a human being. I'm a human being. That man's a human being. That lady's a human being. That's all we see, just human beings. And we recognize that every human being is unique. And so everyone has something unique to offer our community. And therefore, every human being is of equal value within our community. Okay, I'm just going to check and see who we've got in YouTube. And we've got Lewis in from Portugal in YouTube. We have other people in, but I need to get to Facebook before I can tell you who those are. So that's where I'm heading right now, over to Facebook. When I get there, I will be looking for We Share Abundance Publicly group, and I'll be making sure my speakers are not on so that we don't get feedback. And I'll be looking for the 9th, I think, isn't it? Yeah, 9th of the 9th. So let's have a go. So far, so good. If I click to expand, we should comments section up. We have. And we've got Stephen in from Indiana, USA, and Bozina from Edinburgh in Scotland. We have, many of us, been involved in the Avazu webinar, which finished a few minutes ago, because a lot of our citizens are also participants in Avazu. They have tickets, they have raffle tickets for Avazu, the raffle, and they are excited because they can now benefit from a $50 million pool simply by selling a few tickets. It really is amazing. But I don't want to get into that right now, because I'm here principally to give you the updates on what's happening with We Share Abundance, where we are and how we're progressing. So I'm going to get started in just a moment with a short prayer. And the prayer is there to help us find the path to happiness. Happiness is what everybody seeks. It's not the car, the house, the marriage, the relationship, whatever else. Those things are all things that they feel will make them happy. But that's not lasting happiness. True lasting happiness that stops people searching for more and more and more is something that you can't buy. You can only acquire it through loving service to others. And the great thing about that is when you concentrate on loving service to others, all those other things that you thought you wanted start flowing to you automatically anyway. It's a wonderful way of life. We've got Richard in from Devon in the UK. And so we're going to get started with that short prayer to help us find that path to happiness. Then we'll have a little affirmation that helps us maintain that non-separatist ideology. And then we'll get bang straight into the updates where we are. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love. And through love, bless each member that they find the joy of service. And through service, that they attract true happiness and everything they want and need into their life. Amen. And the little affirmation we have goes like this: we are so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind, and soul. Thy will. Okay. I want to welcome you wherever you are watching from, whether you're watching us live or whether you're watching the replay. We have an awful lot of people watch replays because it's not always a convenient time for people, and especially people involved in the rugby world at the moment, because they're all watching the Rugby World Cup. I think England playing in about an hour, but Australia have just won. Who else won? Ireland won. Italy won. So, and yesterday France won also. So that's the updates on the Rugby World Cup so far. There's also football going on, European qualification or something. Not quite sure what it is. It's not my major, following my major sport. But there is a international football competition qualification going on as well. So there'll be a lot of people involved in watching those things, and they'll watch the replays, no doubt. Right, where are we up to? Not a lot of change with it being a weekend because the developers are not working. So there's not much going on there, but we do now have the link, and I did a little video to help people set up their link to be able to link their wallet to their account in We Share Abundance. Unfortunately, that isn't the end of it, because we need to then put in to play the ability for people to just be able to transfer automatically from their external wallet into We Share Abundance, or from We Share Abundance automatically into their external wallet. And that is the bit that's missing at the moment. It's the final piece of the jigsaw for us changing from the Waves exchange into Binance Smart Chain with our Share Hope token. So that won't be completed until early next week. And we have people that do have funds available for withdrawal, and they've all been contacted today with a workaround. If they don't want to wait until we get it done so it's automatic, that should be available hopefully early next week. It might take longer, I don't know. You never know with writing code for software, because things can go wrong and they can take a lot longer than you anticipate. And sometimes they go quickly and done a lot faster than you anticipate. But unfortunately, that is rare. The other is common, where it takes longer. So we're hoping early next week that that will all be complete. But if it's not, and you need your withdrawals, uh, everybody got an email that has the potential to withdraw, um, and all they've got to do is fill in the form, and we'll manually sort it all out for them. We will convert their ShareHub tokens into Tether BEP20 tokens and transfer those into their wallet for them. Being manual, it will take time. You've got to give us a bit of time to do it. We'll go through them all and get them all processed and as quickly as we can. And once we've got that done, we will be working on getting the stable stake and secondary staking paid, which is going to be this month, and I apologise for that, but it will be completed. The once we have the automation set up and we've got it working for the ShareHope program, it shouldn't be too difficult, I don't think, to uh, bring everything into play for the staking programs we have and for the commissions we have on our business builder and success on the plate program and the poverty crusher advertising program, all these other things. We should be able to automate those in the same way. And of course, we'll have to take them one by one and make sure that they don't create bugs as we're going through. But they should all follow a similar pattern, and hopefully it shouldn't take very long to get them all online. And we should be fully automated, or we will work on being fully automated as soon as we can. I'm not going to give any potential dates because they'll come back and bite me. But we are going to work on getting fully automated as quickly as we possibly can, because the manual payment takes a long time, takes a lot of hours, and it's hours that we could be spending on doing other things, and it's also hours that people have to wait to get their funds, which if we automate it all, it benefits the members getting paid quicker and the staff not having so much to do. Okay. We also have Andrew in from New Zealand. Commiserations on the All Blacks loss to France. Something I celebrated. New Zealand used to have that aura of being almost unbeatable, and they were for many years, but they seem to have lost that aura. I think other nations have perhaps caught up with them. They don't seem to have so many standout world-class individuals in their side as they did at one time. You know, your Zinzan Brooks and Meads. And, there were hundreds of them. They just came off the production line, one after the other. Carter, of course, was perhaps the most recent superstar, and for years and years, as you know, last 50 years that I can remember, they just kept producing these superstars, and they were almost unbeatable. And of course, you faced the All Blacks, and you knew you were on a hiding to them before you started, and they didn't get beaten very often because of that psychological thing to start with, and then the superb class that they had anyway. But they seem to have lost that aura, and I think teams go and face them now and see them as beatable. France certainly did, and they did the job on them. So, well done, France. Okay, what about where we are? Well, really, that's the only news I've got for you. I did send out the internal message on how to get your wallet connected. Did a little video on that. Hopefully everybody will get that done, and as soon as everything is plugged in together now, um, I believe it involves some smart contracts. I don't know why. I didn't think we should need smart contract. Anyway, I'm not the expert on that. I say this is what we need to happen. I don't care how it happens, and everybody else sorts out how it works. So that's what will be happening. It will be happening that we will have an internal exchange where you will get a guaranteed rate for your shareholder tokens that will match the video dashboard, and there'll be no fees involved. So it'll be a straight 100% conversion fees. And from that internal exchange, you can withdraw to your own wallet, either in the shareholder token, if that's what you want to do, or in the Tether BEP20 tokens, if that's what you want to do. It will also enable people coming in to buy shareholder tokens and put them into their available cash wallet, and so get that 20% discount on whatever they buy internally. And so that's going to be a more attractive proposition for people. They'll be able to buy the shareholder tokens in our internal exchange with Tether BEP20 tokens. We may add other options in for them, and also with debit and credit card. So it'll be a wonderful experience, and that is the bit that we're missing at the moment, just to link everything together. And that will, as I say, we're hoping to get that completed early next week. I don't think I have any news for you. I have seen a few more opt-ins coming in from the Turnkey Cash Cow campaign, but not enough. But I won't have any concrete statistics for you on that until Monday, because I have a meeting with the team that's running the campaign for us on Monday at 5 p.m. So after I've had that meeting, I should have more information that we can give, and we'll know where we're going and what adjustments need to be made, how we're going to do it, and so on. But it started out really well. The first few hours, we saw quite a lot coming in, but since then it's really dried up, and I'm not quite sure why. So we need to look into it. Okay, and I've got Kingsley in from Manchester as well. I do have some numbers for you, which I'll give you. I'll then check in the app to see if we've got any questions coming in or any people saying hello on YouTube or Twitch. But your numbers are, we had a net increase of 16 in our registered members to 40,494. That means we have 16 more registrations than people we took out that haven't logged in for 2 months. We had an increase of 25 in our active members to 4,234. These are people that do log in on a regular basis, usually every day, because the more days you log in, the more of our currency we give you. So it makes sense to log in every day if you can. Multiply Weezer, there's no change in the email verified members, no change in the number of members that have bought advertising, no change in the bonus pool. Really isn't going to take off much until we get onto converting the Weezer token onto the Binance Smart Chain as well, and that won't happen until we've got the cash cap program and the share hope program running smoothly, and the Fund Miracle site being developed. Miracles is where we'll be playing, or we'll be allowing anybody to come and play games and potentially win $30,000 just winning 7 games in a row. There is a cost to get involved in the winning games, but it's only $2. Or you can play the games free just for the fun of playing and seeing if you can get a good score. But we need that development done as quickly as we possibly can, and that will be our priority following the two main things that we have at the moment. There's a lot more things that we have on our to-do list that will enhance the member benefits, but until we start really thinking of them and finding time to put them into place, we won't be telling you what they are. Okay. I think that it covered really. Let me go to the app and we'll see if we've got anything more in there. It was confirmed, by the way, on the Avazoo that Dave did get his mind changed from that 1,000. He initially was talking about 1,000 points to get into the pool. And I told him I thought it was too high. He told me that it was not negotiable. But he must have had second thoughts about it and put it to the regulators, and it has been definitely reduced to 100 points, which I'm very happy about. To get 100 points on that, I'm saying this because there aren't more questions in there and nobody else shouting out from YouTube or Twitch. But to get 100 points, you don't have to do it all yourself either. I mean, you sell a ticket to somebody, there it's instantly sort of put into your team. Now, if you sell a ticket to somebody, let's suppose you go out and sell maybe 10 tickets. Not all of them will go out and sell tickets, but let's suppose 5 of them go out and sell 5 tickets each. And let's suppose that those 25 that are then on your second level or third level, whichever if you count yourself as the first level, it's your third level. If you count the people you sold to as your first level, it's your second level. But those people would be 25 people that have got tickets. And let's suppose for them, that's 13 of them. So just 5 tickets each, because the more tickets you sell, the more beneficial it is to you. It not only increases your chance of your probability of winning a major prize in the main raffle, but it also gets you into playing the games that they have daily, weekly, and monthly. But importantly, it's not very difficult to get into the pool where you get a share of $50 million. That's a lot of money, $50 million. Let's suppose there's 1,000 people in the pool, and let's suppose they've got 1,000 points each. That's 1,000,000 points in the pool. Take that 1,000,000 points and divide it into 50 million. It means that every point is worth 50 points. So if you've got 1,000, if you're one of those 1,000 people with 1,000 points, that's $50,000 in your pocket just for getting in the pool. There's more to it than that. It can be vastly improved on that, and there is a sort of guarantee that you get a share in an additional million as well. But just basing it on that very simple example that I've given you there, the potential that you have just from selling a few tickets. If you sold those, that example that I gave you, you sold 10, 5 of those people you sold to sold 5, and 13 of the people that they sold to sold 5. That would give you ticket sales of 100 tickets. Even at just $20 level, that puts you in that pool. That puts you into that $50 million pool. If some of those tickets are $100 tickets, it puts you in with a greater points number. You know, you want to aim to get as many points as you can. Build your team. Sell as many tickets as you can personally. You never know who you sell a ticket to that can just sell a few tickets and get a really good, whack up a real good number of points. And don't worry about how it all works. Just say, okay, there's a $50 million pool. I'm going to have a share of it, and I'm going to do what I can to get in that pool. Go out there, sell as many tickets as you can, and encourage the people that you sell tickets to go out and sell as many tickets as they can, so that they can get in the pool and play the games and get commissions on people that win in the games and win the raffle, of course. You know, all these things, and get them to encourage their people to do the same. And you'll find that you'll clock up a lot of points. The more points you have, the more money you're going to have. And you will be paid out as soon as that last ticket is sold. You don't have to wait for the raffle to take place, which would be another 100 days after the sale of the final ticket. As soon as that final ticket is sold, you can be paid. And that could be a life-changing sum. I don't know how many people are going to get into the pool. I'd be surprised if more than 1,000 got in. So 1,000 people sharing $50 million is going to be an average of 50,000 people each. And I don't think they're going to get 1,000 people in there. They might, but I don't think they will. You know, an average of $50,000 each. You could have sold more than a lot of other people, and you could be getting 1 million, 2 million, 5 million of that 50 million pool. You may have sold less than everybody else and only be getting 20 grand. Not bad anyway, is it? Okay. So there you go. So that's where we are, and that's where Avazu are. And you need to get excited about it, and you need to get on all the Avazu webinars and get all the information and all the training that you can get done. Okay. I raised a question with Dave about something there that US citizens can't buy tickets. But I said, why can't they sell tickets? They don't have to sell them to US residents. They can sell them throughout the world. I mean, the internet goes throughout the world. So why can't US citizens, be allowed to sell tickets? Even if they don't own their own ticket because they're not allowed to buy one, it's not fair on them. So he's going to take it to the regulator and see if they can get some sort of a reseller agreement where no matter where you live, you can be a reseller of the tickets. You can sell tickets anywhere that they're available to be sold, and so have the opportunity to get a share of that $50 million. Okay, I think that pretty much covers it. I don't see any more comments in there, and there's no more comments in the app. So that's it. Meanwhile, I'll be back, or tomorrow I'll be back. Not meanwhile. Same time, same place, 7 p.m. London time on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group, We Share Abundance Publicly. Until then, I love you all. Thank you for being We Share Abundance. Without you, we don't exist. And without you, Abzu wouldn't be where it is today either. So well done on both of those counts. And get out there, go the extra mile. Get people into We Share Abundance. Get them into the Avazu through that. We've got some good splash pages that you can put your affiliate link on them and get people excited. I'm going to be doing a bit of an update on it with the $50 million pool in there, and you don't need to sell millions of tickets to make millions of dollars. Build your team, okay? How do you build your team? Sell a few tickets. You might only sell 10 or 20 tickets yourself, but your team might sell hundreds, thousands. You never know what's going to happen. And you never know who's got the good contacts that can sell to perhaps a few of the commercial people, the big sponsorships and things like that. It can happen for you. So get out there, go the extra mile, be Wisa Warriors. Until tomorrow, I'll see you later, alligator, in a wild crocodile. See you, alligator, always wear a smile. See you later, alligator, go the extra mile. See you later, alligator, come on, in a wild crocodile.